Okay, and we're back. Had some technical difficulty. The stream cut off. But as you can see on the screen there, you see where it talks about the different types of uninsured motorists. I recommend that you have this coverage as well. Okay, another type of coverage also is you have is bodily injury. That actually does not protect you. It protects the people in your car, and if you hit somebody else or a pedestrian on the street and they have to go in the hospital, and be on the lookout for pedestrians, because we also have people that will jump in front of your car to be hit, and because they're looking to get a check, and or they're just not paying attention. You have some people that just cross the road. They will just cross the road, jaywalking, and they will walk right in front of a green light in the middle of an intersection. Bodily injury would help you out a lot. And if you get like little things like this where it says that it's not finding it in the system when you do a search, you can always use Google. Bing is showing that it's not very productive all the time. Make sure I spell bodily injury. Bodily injury. That's what I understand. I understand what's coming. But anyway, I'll just talk about it. Bodily injury coverage is basically to where, like I said, if you're in a car accident and the person in your car inside your car gets hurt, your bodily injury coverage can cover that the passenger if it's like your fault in the accident. It will not cover you, but it will cover the person in the car, and if you hit somebody else or a pedestrian on it. As you can see, Bing finally found it and it brought it up. But I'll let you do the search. I won't stay on it. Another thing that you can go look at is also for you, if you're involved, like if you don't have medical insurance and you want to be covered just in case you have what's called medical pay car insurance coverage, car insurance medical pay. And this is different in different areas. I know like in Oregon and Florida, they called it PIP, which it has to do with, it's like personal injury protection insurance. Yeah, personal injury protection. In California, they call it MedPay, medical pay. Basically, this covers you if you're in an accident. It's not a whole amount. You can go up to 10,000, maybe a little bit more than that. But that's good to have if you don't have great medical insurance. You just want to be covered just in case you get into a car accident. I highly recommend you get MedPay. So there again, we're going to go back. We have collision coverage, comprehension coverage, uninsured motorists. We have bodily injury, which you can have uninsured motorists for bodily injury. I recommend you have that as well. And those are the two differences between uninsured motorists. You got uninsured motorist bodily injury and uninsured motorist collision insurance. You need both. Then I also recommend having MedPay. And also, if you do not have AAA, I recommend everybody have AAA. If you don't have AAA, make sure that you have towing on your vehicle, and basically just look at everything. The biggest thing I would say is just look into everything and all type of coverages that you have, and do not use the term full coverage. Know what your deductible is and know what your coverage, and it's simple as just Googling it now. You can look at what your insurance policy is covering and see if it covers. And if you cannot afford to have collision coverage at a low deductible, you can't afford the car. It's many things about cars that you have to think about, and I'll do a video on that about what to think about when buying a car and getting a car. But you just can't have a car. And I know a lot of people say it's easy for you to say, but you have to make sure that you're not that you can afford everything that you're getting, especially right now. Budgeting, I recommend Dave Ramsey to everybody, having like a budget out and understanding what all the costs are to things. A lot of people, I'll see if I can find something real quick. A lot of people buy cars but don't know the true cost of having a car. And there's just many things you can Google on it about owning a car. You got to pay for gas. You got to do maintenance. You got to have insurance, registration, parking, especially here in California and other areas. Where are you going to park your car at? Is it a safe area? Is it a good area to leave your car? It's good that they have a parking garage and stuff like that, but it's additional cost to having a car. Where are you getting maintenance that? You got to know a good area. That way you're not going to the cheapest person that's going to even mess your car up. So I recommend you look at things like that. But the basic thing I want you to just take from this video is just look and know what car insurance you have. It's any insurance, car insurance, health insurance, know what your deductible is. Health insurance, know your copays, what you have. And if you don't have health insurance, get some. At least Aflac has this basic emergency health insurance. I would say look into that as well. Thank you.